Welcome back to another episode of Dumb Stuff with Matt. Well, I think it's time to do some cutting. Maybe not some cutting. At the minimum, some drilling. Got this here chase light that I found on, I think it was Amazon or eBay. I think we're going to try to mount it up into the spoiler. I thought about making it all fancy and mold it in, but honestly, I think I found a solution that's better than both. What I was worried about is this thing being a pile of junk and failing after a couple months, so I didn't want to just go ahead and fiberglass mold it into the spoiler. What we've got here is the Milwaukee battery. You can see I've taken advantage of the terminals on the backside there. It's got this little switcheroo here. Careful, gonna get blinded. Yep, that's blinding. So, that's it in its normal running position. Chase lights are excellent if you do a lot of wheeling in the desert, or I've also had really good luck with them in muddy conditions and also snow. So, what's weird is, in person, they don't flicker like they do on the camera, so that's kind of interesting. I'd seen that before, but never actually paid attention to it. What brought the attention of this one to me was I can actually make it do my other lights. So taking this little yellow doodabber here, and it makes that one way brighter. I can make that a turn signal. I believe the white is a reverse light. Yep. Red is both reds turn bright. Holy smokes, that's bright. And blue should be the other turn signal. It is. So, oh yes, it also has this kind of annoying function with the strobes. They kind of do all sorts of things. I'm telling you guys, in person, this thing will blind you. Holy moly. Looking for the one that goes back to normal. Yep. Keep going. And we got a couple more after this one. There's normal. Then if you flip the switch, it turns itself off. Shoo! Now that I still can't see anything, let's go ahead and rip the spoiler off real quick. Oh, you know what? Let's do it a different way. I got an idea. Hang on. Now, my thought process here was keep the wires to the side with the brake light wiring. Bring her up in here just like that. About right there should be good. I did measure our brake light, third brake light up top, and measured its center point. And I've got this set roughly at the same center point. My tabs would suggest I'm correct. So, I think this is where I want it. I think it's going to look good. There is some adjustment in the tabs to allow for this to twist a little bit so it's facing down and back. So, let's do the right thing and make some marks. I'll do that off camera so I can have both hands and not have to worry about what position I might be in when I'm doing it. So, hang tight. We got the spoiler off and on the table. See, I made a couple marks here where I'm going to match those tabs up. What I'm going to do is put our tabs on, drill them, make sure they fit, and then I'll come back over with acetone to clean off the marks I made. This has been tried and tested, so I know it works. So, I'm going to put you guys on the stand, put you on fast mode, see how much of this I can get done. So, we're starting our wiring, obviously, you can tell. I've got the two power cables from the chase light bolted running to the door at the same spot where the brake light goes through. I've got access to a hole here from the mount from the spoiler. I have a hanger run all the way over to here and out, and these are all attached to that hanger. What we're going to try to do is pull on this and pull those cords all the way up and through. Do we think it'll happen? I don't know. Let's find out. Let me free up my hand. Well, here goes nothing. Just going to try to help feed it through. My God, it worked. Learn something new every day. Hanger. Cord all the way through. That's perfect. Let me put you guys back on hyper mode while I finagle the rest of my way through this thing. Well, what do you guys think? That was quite a bit bigger of a pain than I expected it to be. We're pretty well dead spot in the center. She's mounted. Nice and tight, ain't going nowhere. Spoiler's got a little flex to it. I think I'm gonna crank on the mounting bolts. But next, we gotta figure out how we're gonna do the wiring. Holy smokes. What a disaster this is gonna be. I think we can just follow it down here with the water hose down into the door panel. We'll pop this off, then we'll run it through there and have it come into the cab. That way we can really start wiring. All right, back to it. Well, we got our wires run all the way here along the factory factory rear washer squirter, down into the door, out into the piece there. I'm not sure what you call that thing, accordion doohickey jobber. Essentially, I'm gonna have to pull all the interior on this side of the truck, so I'm kind of dragging my feet here. So let's see how far we make it. Well, it's Monday night, guys. I've already been working. I just didn't pick up the camera yet. Went ahead and got this panel out of our way. I ran our wires up through there. They come out in here. I also added this 12-volt power port, ran it down. It all connects to a big spaghetti mess. Now we got to run it all the way through here and then down underneath the rocker back there into the dash. So I'll just check in with you when I get that far. Well, we got that panel put back on. Wiring's completely tucked all the way up to the passenger rear door, I guess we'll say. I also found some rust underneath the window, or the weather stripping. Went ahead and scraped on it a little bit and then hit it with some rust remover. Now on to hiding those wires again. Well, we got the back put pretty much all the way back together. Trying to get the old girl ready for her date with the local Toyota dealership. You know, to find out if it's worth throwing some money at this old girl, or, you know, if we've been kind of barking up the wrong tree. So, this will probably be the last video of the GX you see until we take it to the Toyota dealership. They're buddies of mine. Hopefully they'll let me sneak in and get some interesting videos. We shall see. Tomorrow night, I got to get back on the new Dumb Stuff with Matt vehicle. We got some good things coming that way. So, let's check in a couple of days. See you guys then. Off we go to the Toyota dealership. Little Lexus. Doing the Lexus things. Check back in when we get there. Figured we'd do a little waterproof check here before we take it to the dealership and let it sit outside for the first time since I've owned it. No leaks. Looking pretty good. I spoke too soon. It would appear that the moonroof drains are clogged. So we're going to get that addressed, I guess. That was a lot of water real dang fast. Wow. Well, another 40 minutes down, still no overheating issue. And we are at the dealership. Look at that old Land Cruiser there. Let's get her written up and in. It's a Christmas miracle. We made it. Bye, Alexis. It's like watching a kid go to college. Like, where's it at? Bring the GX back. Just kidding. Garage is cleared up for a little while. We got other stuff we're working on. Check out this little obstacle course we have set up. Little 1x12 up to the garbage can, over a ramp, around, and down another obstacle course with some sockets, some fireworks, a daggone chicken. Woo. Telling you. That Lexus is gonna be pretty wild. Did a little bit of a, you know, do it for the gram post. Yep. I love this little truck. Cool. All right, guys. We got one more day of work, and then the video will be up. On Friday night, which is tomorrow, I guess, we're going to try to set up a little bit more of a obstacle course for the little fake GX. This is a heck of a toy, guys. 150 or so bucks on Amazon. You can have your own. And I would not hesitate to buy another one. In fact, I'm going to go to town tomorrow and try to find another one. So, we're going to button up here. We may have some stuff for the Spitfire covered up by tools. That's okay. We will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for stopping in. And I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Peace.